Think of the beings that lurk in the quiet corners of our existence, behind the thin veils between worlds. Demons are ancient beings, not subject to physical laws, invisible to the naked eye, yet present among us. The first demons have been named by many civilizations, from Mesopotamia to the mysterious texts of the Middle Ages. Could these ancient forces still be at work in our technology-led homes today? It takes courage to believe in unseen signs, but the presence of demons may be closer than we think. Stay with me as we explore these signs and think, could your home be a demon lair? Here are 6 signs that demons are in your home. 1. Unexplained cold spots. Walking around the house, you are comfortable with the reassurance of your familiar surroundings. Suddenly, however, you experience a sensation that sends shivers down your spine. This makes you feel like you have entered a cold zone that is different from other rooms. These cold spots appear to be colder than usual, without drafts or window openings. These enigmatic places defy ordinary logic. Not only is the air cold, but it seems to be surrounded by a deep silence and mystery. Some think that these cold spots are signs of the other world, like the imprint of supernatural beings in our dimension. These beings seem to carry the bleak cold of a world devoid of the warmth of life. The cold is not only a drop in temperature, but also an unsettling descent. Why here? Why now? As we move away, the temperature returns to normal, but doubt and uneasiness remain. 2. Electronic malfunctions. In our lives today, governed by technology, we occasionally experience electronic problems that are far from reasonable explanations. At such moments, some people believe that it is a sign of supernatural intervention. For example, your television screen flickers randomly and is distorted by interference. You check the connections and fix the cables, but the screen flashes unexpectedly, acting as if it is being tampered with by an invisible hand. This is not limited to televisions. Telephones suddenly send meaningless messages, radios search for stations with abnormal frequencies, and lights go out and come back on unexpectedly. Such electronic malfunctions are believed to be a sign of a supernatural influence. It could be a subtle show of power by beings evolving in the realms of chaos. Such events shake confidence in modern technology, reminding us that our control is limited. In this case, when the screen finally returns to normal, you are forced to consider whether it is just an electrical fault or a symptom of the presence of something more ancient and malevolent inside your home. 3. The feeling of being watched. Every moment you turn around, you feel that there are eyes watching you, as if there is an observer just outside your field of vision. The air in the room becomes thicker. It feels like silent anticipation, as if there is something watching you and recording your every move. This is not about supernatural powers. It is a feeling that defies logic, a feeling that there is another being inside you. This feeling has been experienced by many people and shared by those who feel that their privacy is invaded by the eyes. Different cultures have beliefs about evil glances, which are believed to bring a curse on targets. But the feeling is more than just a glance. It envelops you, unsettles you, and sends shivers down your spine like a supernatural electric charge. The feeling of being watched has been recognized since ancient times as a sign of demonic entities, creating the impression of a mental invasion. There is no shadow without a source, no feeling without a cause. 4. Unusual behavior in pets. Our pets are our companions, often adapting to our routines and emotions. But from time to time, there are moments when they perceive something that we cannot. Their behavior becomes strange, their eyes linger in empty corners, they watch invisible beings. Cats stop during a growl, their ears twitch and their eyes focus on emptiness. Dogs bark incessantly at an empty spot or get goosebumps in the face of an unseen threat. These animals behave as if they sense something we cannot see. Their instincts seem to be triggered by something that lies beyond human perception. In these moments, it's important to be curious about what our pets see. Could it be just an interesting animal behavior? Or could it be a sign that there are beings lurking among us? Our pets are perhaps the first to discover demons that we cannot see. When you observe your pet paying attention to something unseen, consider being alert to the presence of something extraterrestrial. 5. Strange voices. The silence in your home is broken by sounds from unexplained sources. You hear faint cracks in your walls, strange scratching noises, or even whispering in the dark. These are distinct, deliberate, and disturbing noises that have no logical explanation in normal household sounds or creatures of the night. You try to understand the origin of the sounds, the low, rhythmic tapping sounds, like someone testing the structure of your home. A scratching sound sounds like fingers searching for a way in. Most eerie are whispers in a vague and familiar language, perhaps the auditory traces of an entity intent on communication or intimidation. These sounds are inexplicable and lead to only one conclusion. The house may be a conduit for invading or communicating beings. Such events are often described in horror stories and reflect the oral traces of entities with the intention of intimidating. As you listen, you realize that the silence is not empty. The darkness is full of sounds, the chaos of the unexplained, like a symphony composed by invisible beings. If the walls could speak, perhaps they would tell us that what scratches, whispers, and makes noises behind our curtains seeps into our reality. 6. Dark figures or shadows. You feel movement and see dark silhouettes or figures appearing beyond your field of vision. These fleeting images appear in the corners of rooms, in corridors, or outside the window at night. These figures represent the unknown. They are dark, but their shapes are distinct. They pass by quickly, so quickly that you may question their existence. But these reactions are the result of a primitive instinct, a realization of the invasion of another world. These dark figures play a visual game just outside perception. When you turn to look at them, they disappear. They can make you believe that something is happening. The rational mind looks for logical explanations, but there is something deeper, something that senses a more eerie reality. We have come to the end of this ominous journey through haunted corridors and the domains of the damned. Remember that the signs are gleaned from folklore, from the trembling lips of those who bear witness to the inexplicable, and from ancient texts. Are these signs just superstition, or are there really demons lurking in the shadows of our homes? Now it is your turn. Have you had one of these experiences? Tell us in the comments and let us know which experience you had. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more content.